this is Ron from Clarksville Diggers. We're back out on the homestead side again, and I'm not going to try to work around that chimney pile. Matter of fact, I do believe this area has been hit before, maybe a few years ago. I've seen a few little signs and evidences that somebody has been digging, and I mean, I found a little bit of iron, but it could have been stuff they passed up. Axe head was pretty cool, and I went ahead and picked it back up, cleaned up a little bit. I might try to take it. Hopefully I'll get time to maybe put in some electrolysis and see what we make of it. But I still got to make that handle for that knife I found too. I've just got so much on my plate. But spring is coming, and so is the ticks and chiggers. And there's a lot of area here that I would love to be swinging on. But until he ever bush hogs it, I don't do chiggers and ticks. We got some mean ticks here in Tennessee, and they will really jack you up. Chiggers are just as bad. Got my snake boots on. I sprayed that methane or whatever that stuff was called. Did that last night, so if anything is out in this grass, it shouldn't be crawling up on my boots. But snakes are starting to crawl out, and I don't need to take no chances. But we got the AT Max again. We got the storm coil. Since I'm not going to work on this where the house was, I'm going to shoot across the field, and got quite a few acres to cross. It's been raining, and I don't think I want to get my vehicle up in the middle of that thing and get bogged down. So I'm going to leave it here and we're going to walk. There's a creek that I'm going to work around. You know, I look at it that if I had owned this property and way it had looked before, I might have been hanging around that little creek. So we're going to swing around it. Y'all come on. Okay, do y'all see that creek? This is let's see, where is it? There is a spring-fed one that I think this connects with it. Over there, that's someone else's property, but this creek does go around, and then there's a bluff, some mountains, some hills, and a lot of rock, and spring comes out. But we're going to work around this. I want to get up as far as I can and work around it. Hit that clearing a little bit. I'll probably end up finding some modern shells. The owner, they do hunt down around this area, and I'll tell you, when I came down, there was like 25-30 deer, that just a whole herd that moved and went up the hill, and a few stragglers. That was real cool. It looked like a couple of bucks was in the group. A lot of big does. And he's got him a little shooting tower down there. He's got a good spot. But we're going to work around this creek and as close to the bluff as I can and see what we can get. Okay, I'm going to be on zero mode. Gonna run my iron discrimination up to about 21, about 1 bar from the top on sensitivity, and maybe two bars. Let's go 2 bars from the top. All right, let's get going. Okay, right over there by the machine. It was a shallow, it was upper 20s. Got a piece of horseshoe. I'd rather find a bag of silver. You got looking at it though, it was a smaller horse. But those are square nails. That's a square one right there. That's amazing. All right, let's keep on going. I went through that creek just a little bit. I haven't got the whole thing, but just something told me to go off on the side. So it could have been mule. I'm still not no specialist on distinguishing between horses and mules when it comes to horseshoes. I think mules got smaller feet and they're more sure-footed. That's about all I know. If I was up on the hillside, I'd rather be on a mule than a horse. Okay, little horseshoe, cool. Let's keep going. Okay, we just came back from the farthest end of the property, and he's plowing, disking up some of that. I think he's gonna probably put maybe a little bit of soybean, something to attract deer, because they were like running all over this place. But this is the creek, we're on the other side of it. Didn't really get nothing in the plowed. I just thought that would be a good place back in the old days, since it's close to the water, the ground would be rich. Thought maybe I'd find me a copper round. Still could be in there. I didn't search the whole area. It was pretty big. But I'm going to hang around on the creek. There's some bedrock right up there. I'm going to work around some of those cracks. Water current is going that way, so you never know what can be carried and dropped in the cracks. Two had a couple of ticks on me, and I'm going to get out of the bushes for a little while. There is a tick bite that if you do get, makes you sick and you get allergic to meat. Man, if I can't eat meat, I can't eat a steak or anything anymore without getting sick. Oh, put me underground. But there's a little spring coming out of that hole. That's cool. We got another one. A little bit coming out of there. Another one coming out of there. It's flowing right into that creek. Cool beans. Honestly, I still wouldn't drink it just straight out like that. I would have to filter it some way, just for my own personal preference. Man, don't that look pretty? Whew, it's getting hot. It's supposed to be 80 degrees. Tell you one thing, if that hole down there was a little deeper, I'd almost be tempted to go swimming. Man, look how beautiful it is. But that's someone else's property over there, and I don't want to go over there. But I got to look it over here. And there's the daffodils. I got thinking, man, this would be an excellent spot here for something. You'd be facing the creek, got the hill or the field over there. And I got swinging, and I hit something 20 to 30, shallow, about 2 inches. I don't know what it is. But it's square. Apparently it curved a little bit, and the bend is even. It's like it broke. Could have been some kind of a farm tool. the square and the taper down to the end. To me, that's screaming 1800s. Could be wrong. But if I had $50 right now and I made a bet, I'd put it on 1800s. Probably about mid 1800s. That's pretty darn cool. Alright, might be onto something. I was hoping I'd find some iron. So let's check, see what else we can find. Might have us a little honey spot. Okay, I heard my grunt, and it's saying we weren't too far from the surface. Got no chain, but that dude shoots over there, so I'm not gonna dig it up. I'm gonna leave it. But never know what that thing could have been chained to, or who. In that case, I want to leave that dude buried. I didn't see it that close. Let's move on. Remember when I was being shown this place, the landowner was looking around here at all this junk. We both spotted this bottle that apparently got stuck in the ground. This tree grew around it. Well, I've been trying to dig it out. It's a liquor bottle, but I don't think it's old. And the glass just looks too thin. But we're gonna try to pull this thing out. I got it loose, so let's see if we can't pull it. Come on. Put my shovel on here, so hopefully I'll give you a bird's eye view. All right, let's see. Dude's still in there pretty good. There we go. That's a twist. That's still cool though. Somebody stuck that thing in the ground and the tree roots grew right around it. But it's not old. I didn't think it was. We're gonna stick it back in here. Somebody else having a venture getting that out. Phew. I'm about tuckered out. Okay, we're gonna do a quick wrap up. It wasn't much, folks. I am gonna take that axe head that I found. That's 1800s. But I'm gonna, man, that's a heavy dude too. I'm gonna take that to the house, see what I can do. But it's all I was doing is more of just exploring, trying to find some evidence of some iron, possible. Another homestead site that everybody overlooked. I had just a few rocks I picked up. Did find 27 cents. Yeah, can't buy nothing with that. Found no shotgun shell head stamp, a Winchester, new rifle, 12 gauge. And that's an old one. Now, I did do some research. The Winchester new rifle first started in 1897. I guess these were the patent dates. 1901 and then 1920 and 1929. So that's pretty cool. It's old. Back in early 19th century. Winchester new rifle. I like these. You know, a lot of people, they just overlook stuff like this. But when you start finding these in certain sites, they're more than just an old shotgun shell head stamp. If you research, you can learn a lot about the land And so this area here was hunted, you know, back in the 20s and late 1800s. And that chimney pile that's just growing up now, that's late 1800s. So definitely there was a home there. And if it wasn't a home where I was finding some of this stuff, it's probably where they're keeping some equipment. Could have been a small little barn or shed, a tool shed, tool barn or something they had down there. But found money, found a little part of a horseshoe, square nail, 1800s. Found this doohickey. It's square, it's tapered. I don't know what it could have been. Either something that was part of a plow system, an old plow system, horse-drawn, or hand tool. I don't know. Now that ain't old. That's just a nail fence staple. There's a shuck and shell, modern bullet 223, and junk. But there wasn't much, and I wasn't really trying to go for anything. Just wanted to give this place one more shot. But I don't know the way it's going. It's the ticks and are really coming out. I had a few on me and I got them off. So I'm gonna have to give myself a good check over when I get home. Gotta be careful. Again, Joanne says thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Y'all have a blessed day. It's sunny, it's nice. Go get you some. Spend some time out in the sun. Your body appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.